What if GMC took the soul of its most iconic classic pickups, blended it with modern power, luxury, and technology, and created a truck designed to stand out in a world full of aggressive futuristic designs? The 2027 GMC Vintage Pickup Truck could be one of the most interesting trucks for buyers who want modern capability without giving up old-school character. But here's the real question. Is retro style enough to justify what could be a premium price tag? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep look at the 2027 GMC Vintage Pickup Truck, analyzing everything from its design and interior to performance, practicality, ownership costs, and whether it actually makes sense to buy. Let's start with the exterior, because this is where the vintage pickup makes its biggest statement. The design combines classic GMC-inspired proportions with modern LED lighting, a bold chrome-heavy grille, muscular fenders, and a squared-off truck profile. It looks intentionally different from futuristic. Competitors like the Ford F-150, Chevrolet Silverado, and Ram 1500, this truck is about character. The downside is that retro design can become a niche taste. So not everyone will appreciate it. Inside, the expectation is a much more modern experience. Premium trims should offer high-quality leather, metal accents, soft touch materials, a large digital display, and a modern infotainment system with smartphone connectivity, navigation, and advanced voice controls. Passenger space should be generous in a crew cab configuration, while storage compartments could make it practical for everyday family use. Technology matters, and this truck should deliver with features such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, parking cameras, and available hands-free driving technology. That's important because a truck with vintage styling cannot afford to feel old-fashioned. When it comes to safety, on the road, the 2027 GMC Vintage Pickup should offer a comfortable balance between capability and refinement. Depending on the final powertrain lineup, buyers could potentially see turbocharged gasoline engines, V8 options, or even hybrid assistance. A properly equipped model should have enough power for towing boats, trailers, or work equipment while remaining comfortable on long highway journeys. Fuel economy, however, is where reality enters the conversation. Let's be real. A large, heavy pickup is never going to be the cheapest vehicle to run. Expect fuel costs to become significant, especially with a powerful gasoline engine. A hybrid version would make much more sense for buyers who drive long distances regularly. Towing and cargo capability could be major selling points, with a spacious truck bed and competitive towing capacity expected to put it against the Ford F-150, Ram 1500, and Chevrolet Silverado 1500. However, serious work buyers should wait for official payload and towing numbers before assuming the vintage pickup matches the strongest versions of those rivals. Now let's talk about price. If GMC positions this as a premium retro-inspired truck, a realistic starting price could potentially land around $55,000, with well-equipped luxury versions climbing toward $75,000 or more. At that level, buyer value becomes complicated. You're paying not only for capability but also for design, exclusivity, and the emotional appeal of owning something different. Long-term, ownership costs also deserve attention. Insurance could be expensive because of the truck's value and advanced technology. Large tires will not be cheap to replace, especially on premium wheel packages. Maintenance costs may be reasonable if GMC uses proven engines, but advanced electronics and luxury features could increase repair bills outside the warranty period. Depreciation is another question mark. A distinctive retro truck could hold its value extremely well if demand remains strong, but if the design becomes a short-lived trend, resale values could suffer. The pros are clear: distinctive styling, modern luxury, strong practicality, competitive technology, and the potential for serious towing capability. The cons are equally important: likely high purchase prices, expensive running costs, uncertain depreciation, and the possibility that mainstream competitors offer more capability for less money. So should you buy it? If you want the most affordable or purely practical full-size pickup, probably not. A Ford F-150 or Chevrolet Silverado may offer better value in certain configurations. But if you want a truck with personality, premium comfort, modern technology, and a design that doesn't look like everything else on the road, the 2027 GMC Vintage Pickup could be a smart purchase. My final verdict is simple. If the production version delivers strong performance and capability without pushing the price too far into luxury truck territory, it could be one of the most desirable pickups in its segment. But don't buy it purely for nostalgia. Compare the numbers, check the towing ratings, calculate fuel and insurance costs, and make sure you're paying for more than just a beautiful retro design. Subscribe for more automotive analysis. Because we don't just review cars, we break down whether they actually make sense to buy.